Hello. Good morning for those who are having a good morning. I guess it probably won't be morning by the time this loads. It's morning for me right now, so good morning. I thought today I would share some things that I got at a local thrift store yesterday. Little junk journal haul, I guess you could call it. Let's see. Maybe a little chit chat. I do have another thing to share with you that will probably be after the haul. And I have a question for you, so if you stick around and watch, then you can maybe help me out with that. Just your opinion kind of thing. Anyways, yesterday I went to a local thrift store, secondhand store, op shop, whatever you call it in your area. I'm in, of course, heartland of America, so we call them thrift stores. Let's see, where to start? We'll just start with this because it's right here on top. This I got. It's a table runner. Beautiful. I don't know what you call this. It's embroidery and there's a name for this, like cutout type embroidery, but I of course don't know what it is. And of course both ends look the same way, and it's stained and dirty, but it's beautiful just the same, I think. And it was, let's see, like 25 cents. Can't beat that. I figured it would make a beautiful journal page, just like that, or I could cut it. It really depends on what I choose to do at the time. Of course I picked up these because they were, you know, cute, and who doesn't need little paper clips. I found this, oops, bumped my camera, my tripod. Large index cards that are perforated at the top, but I mean, those are pretty neat. So I picked that up. And then I found a bunch of cards and postcards. I went crazy with the postcards. So I'll show you. Oh yeah, these are all postcards. So some of these have sayings and like verses and stuff on them, which I plan on doing a prayer journal or a Bible journal here soon. So I thought those would work in that. I had to get 2 of these because they're just beautiful floral illustration. Just quickly go through the postcards. There were a lot from China. Someone had gone to China, the Great Wall, and Tiananmen Square and places like that, and there were just a lot. I tried to pick out the ones that I thought I would use. There were just a bunch of them. I wasn't sure. You never know, but I may have to do a Chinese or Oriental inspired journal here soon. This one I thought was neat because it's in China with a camel. I wouldn't have associated camels with China, but that's just me. And this was neat. I just got this one for my personal self because it has a bunch of Native American symbols that they would stitch or draw on things or paint, and it gives the meaning for them, which I personally thought that was very interesting. And then of course a bunch of, oh, here's one more. This one was a freebie. This is a local college, an old black and white postcard. But yeah, of course it was black and white, so I had to pick it up. But lots of blank, I can't open it, where's the opening? Blank thank you type cards. Beautiful pictures on them, so I got those. Picked those up. Couldn't resist those. I've said those way too many times. But yes, I know. I love using cards in journals because, I mean, they're pre-folded. You just stick them in a signature and you're done. This one is my favorite. I love roses, and that's just beautiful. I believe it's a painting. Lots of those cards. That's the cards. And then I am actually, believe it or not, almost out of envelopes. And so I just grabbed this packet that they had here with tons of envelopes, different sizes, shapes. I mean, I can use those anywhere as pockets in a signature, in the center of signature. Put those all over the place. And I couldn't hardly believe the last journal I made, I realized I was getting low on envelopes. Stuff in my trash somewhere. Getting low on envelopes, I couldn't believe it. And I picked up this. This is a upholstery type fabric. Let me just open it. It was 50 cents for this. 22 inches. Oh, wait, didn't see that. That's icky. I'll have to wash it. But it's got this really pretty floral, kind of fall color scheme. It's kind of looking yellowish on the camera, actually, now that I look at it. But it isn't quite that yellow. It probably has to do with the lighting. But, yep, I'll have to wash it, because I did just realize that it's kind of icky. But it's secondhand, so it can't always be helped. Okay, got that fabric. There was a lot of fabric there. There was a couple that I wish I would have gotten. One specifically. But, you know, in the moment, you have to make these decisions. And I guess I could have decided better. Maybe I'll go back and it'll still be there sometime. But anyways, I don't plan on being there anytime soon. Okay, so I picked up just a few books. I look for the ones that have the fabric covers, because they do the best with both the process of repurposing and they hold up the best overall through years and stuff with wear and tear. And they show the best wear and tear, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. They show wear and tear the best, the prettiest. So I picked up a few. This one is the one I plan on turning into the prayer journal. I figured it was perfect. It's the Bible handbook. I don't really know what year it is. I wasn't concerned with the year on this one. 1965, I believe. Yes, that's what this one is. And I'll probably use some of the pages from this in the journal. But yep, I've already started putting together the signatures for that. But I wanted to show you the book first before I cut it apart. And then I picked this up, Roller Skates. I just really love the cover of this one. I think it's really pretty and will make a great journal. It doesn't have a really wide spine, but that's okay. Not all journals have to be wide. This one was 1965. Not real old, but beautiful cover. This one's Heidi. I love the cover on this one as well, and of course it's Heidi. I think everybody knows Heidi and loves Heidi. This one I believe is a bit older than the others. Let me see what I can find. Beautiful illustration right there. No, 1945. So still not super old, but beautiful pictures. This one's going to be really pretty. And I wanted to get some that had pretty covers that I don't have to, you know, collage on or paint or anything like that. Because sometimes I like to keep the integrity of the book as much as possible. That being said, this is one of the questions I had for you. Okay, focus. Focus. I'm going to wait for it to focus because it's important. I want to share this. There we go. Share this cover with you. Okay, it's kind of an awful, I mean, it's Chicago's awful theater horror, right? It's about a fire. But at the same time, I like the cover, and I don't know if I want to change it or keep it as is. I don't know. It's a conundrum. It's personal, just trial. I don't know what to do with it. But this book is old. This one is from 1904. So, and it has beautiful pictures. I hate saying that because it's about a tragedy. Because I have another really old book that's about what is it? I think it's a Los Angeles earthquake. It's really horrible too, but I mean, it has beautiful pictures in it, and it's from about the same era, 19 something or other. But I mean, I can't help but see some of the really pretty pictures and forget about the tragedy of the book. But I guess, I mean, that's just what happens. Oh, I just got a reminder. Nice. Anyways, so you let me know, what would you do with the cover of this book? What would you, I don't know, I guess that's a good question, is would you use a journal that has to do with a fire? I suppose just cover up the title. And this would be a great journal for a firefighter or about a firefighter. Like if you had a firefighter in your family, you could journal about that person, you know, keep memories and keepsakes in it. I guess that's kind of where I was going with this. You know, they're heroes and they need to be remembered and loved, and I don't know. I just don't know. People, help me out, okay? I'm an easily flustered person. I don't know what else to say about that. Okay, here's my next kind of, this is what I've been working on lately, my most recent journal. Let's see, isn't that fabric beautiful? I have some more of it, and I will probably end up making another journal. Okay, here's the problem. This is why I'm not sharing this, and I'm not going to list it in my Etsy store. And you can tell me if you think that I'm being too picky, but I really want my products to be, the sun is shining now. Anyways, I really want my products to be as high quality as possible. I know they're handmade and I'm not perfect. That being said, here is the problem with this book. When I made it, I made the inside of the spine where the signatures are sewed in too ever so slightly too wide so that it doesn't fit inside of the spine of the book. It instead bows out the opposite direction. So, and that's not what the spine of a book is supposed to look like. And it irritates me that the pages then bow out the wrong direction. Now, you tell me, am I being too nitpicky and too particular? Because, I mean, I'll just show you just real quick. It's a beautiful journal, I think. It's one that I would definitely use, which is why I just considered keeping it for myself and starting over. Because I really do love it, and I will use it. It's nature themed, which is one of my favorite themes. I say that because I have several. But anyways, I can't bring myself to sell it because of the spine. And I also don't have the heart to take all of this, because I didn't notice it until I had the end pages on. You know, this was glued in and the end pages were on. And then it, you know, I set it and wait for the glue to dry. And then I picked it up and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is happening? So then I was like, do I dare? And for a couple days I considered ripping all of this off, ripping this out, which would of course tear the paper, and I would have to take out all of the signatures. I would have to cut them out and start over. Basically, I would be starting with nothing but this. And of course my signatures are already put together, but I would still have to sew them in and re-glue everything, and I just don't have the heart to do it. I'm afraid that at any moment during that process I will ruin it, like completely ruin it. As of right now, it's still very usable, still very pretty, but not sellable in my opinion. I don't know, maybe for a discount, but I would feel bad about that, because when it doesn't bow out completely, it has a wave and a wrinkle in it. So anyways, give me your opinions, let me know what you think. Maybe I am just too picky with my own work, but that's how I am. I'm hypercritical of myself, not so much of other people, but definitely hypercritical of myself. And I don't know if I'm alone in this, or if a lot of people are that way. So I'm gonna quit chatting and rambling, and I'm gonna go now. That's everything I had that I got at the thrift store yesterday. And well, aside from, I did get some clothes from my girls, teenage girls, that love to go thrift shopping with me. I love it. My teenage boy, on the other hand, will refuse to even step into a thrift store. Anyways, I digress. Again, I'm going to say goodbye and just leave a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm crazy or if you agree with me. So, okay, bye guys.